Hello, Pulse. You all are welcome to Huddle Mental Health Monday. I'm so sorry that we haven't had this for some time now because of my phone issues. I'm so sorry about that. Uh, Honestly, today's Mental Health Monday wasn't also supposed to hold because my phone is malfunctioning, and right now I don't know, I had to unplug it for me to make this video, and it's been charging since last night. And I tell you, this phone is just at 29% right now, and it's dying so quick. So I'll just make a quick video. This is not what I planned to for us to have today, but it's better for us to have this than not to have than not to have anyone. I'm so rushing so that we can have something this week on Health's Mental Health Monday. So quickly we'll just dive into it. So I was thinking of what to do that would be so quick and straight to the point, and I thought of saying this. It's about emotional nakedness. You know, there's something called emotional nakedness. I actually discovered this of recent. Okay. And then I found out that going down memory lane, I found out that I've actually been involved in this. I've done this, but I didn't even know the name. I didn't even know what it is called. That it is emotional nakedness. So emotional nakedness has to do with bearing your emotions just the way it is, without fear of being judged, without fear of being criticized, without fear of not being understood. That's what emotional nakedness is all about. Just bearing your emotions the way they are, and I tell you, it's not easy to do, but it's healthy to do. A personal experience of mine of this emotional nakedness has to do with when I took my WAEC. I took WAEC. That's after my secondary school education, college education. I sat for what West Africans call West African examination certificate. Yes, that's WAEC, West African Senior School Certificate Examination, WASE. So, and I majored in science then. I failed my NACO, that's the national examination certificate, something something. I failed it as well. And at that point of my life, this happened in 2013. I was actually depressed. I i thought nobody would understand what I'm going through, because I mean, being someone that is I've never failed any exam. So that was my first time failing an exam, and I'm seeing that I can't move to the next stage of my life without getting this. So it affected me so much because, one, I felt that, back then I was so myopic in my Christian work. I'm a Christian, yes. I practice Christian religion. So I felt that as a Christian, this shouldn't have happened to me. Why me? That issue of why me? Why should it be me? Why not others? Why me? And all of that. So it affected me so much that I felt like dying. I felt like not. I just felt like dying. I wanted to die that time. I wanted to die then. So I don't know. I just thank God I didn't die, and it's as I studied psychology, I understood that that was suicidal ideation, but I was not bold enough to even carry out anyone, make attempts to die. So I did not open up to anyone. I didn't tell anybody what was eating me up. I kept the whole thing inside of me. Like, I felt the whole persons around me can't understand what I'm going through. Nobody could understand what I was going through until one day there was this pastor that was posted to our place, our station. I think God just brought him my way for me to actually get that naked, to start healing, because he just stayed for 1 month or so there in our location where I was staying at Imo State then. And he was organizing an open air preaching, open air outreach. So I went for one of the I was actually going because I needed healing. That the weight was so much on me. So one of the days that we went for it, I don't know, somehow, he started preaching, and there was this kind of one-on-one counseling and all of that. We actually standing for doing that session, and for the very first time in a long time, I bared my heart out. I said it the way it was eating me up. I bared all of my fears, all of my I cannot say I bared all, but I touched the roots of my problem. The problem was that I could not understand why, as a Christian, I had to fail exams. Do you understand? So I couldn't understand it. So for the very first time, I bared it out the way it was aching me. I said it to him, like, imagine this, imagine that. I spoke all of my mind, everything. It's not everything though right there, but it was all I could, like never before. So I was emotionally naked there. I didn't even mind anybody's criticism. I didn't want, I just bared it out. And for the first time, I felt light. After that very incident, I felt light. I i think that was how my healing started. It was a gradual healing for me. Like, it was really gradual. And I don't know if I've totally healed, but yes, because the scars are there for me, yes. But I started healing from that very moment. So this is what emotional nakedness can do for someone. That moment when you bear out your heart, your aches, all of your heart aches, the way it is, the way you have been feeling it. There's this healing that comes with it. there's this um there's this um lightness that comes with it. So I don't know what you may be going through. I don't know what it is. It's just like what I keep talking about, when I keep saying, I mention about my phone. I make the post, I type it. I'm also emotionally bearing and being naked. I'm emotionally being naked because, I mean, I'm not someone that talks about my struggles like that. It's difficult for me, you know. I'm still learning, how to speak up, how to bear my emotions. So doing that also helped me to be emotionally naked. It's helping me to heal. It's helping me to let go of the weight of the whole pain in my heart. That, okay, now I can't afford a new phone, and now I can't even, the one I have keeps giving me issues. Is a way of being emotionally naked for me. And so I urge you to be emotionally naked. Try and get emotionally naked to someone you can get that naked from, naked to. Because in as much as you don't just get naked physically, in front of anyone, you shouldn't also get naked emotionally to anyone. The reason why you shouldn't get emotionally naked to just anyone is because being emotionally naked comes with becoming vulnerable. It comes with becoming vulnerable. The person you're being that emotionally naked to, the person you're bearing your emotions to, gets to see you. Just like when you're physically naked in front of someone, the person sees all of you, sees everything, everything about you. So you don't just get emotionally naked to just anyone. You have to be mindful of who you are emotionally naked to, who you bear your emotions out to, because there's this feeling of being worse than you were. you know like, if you get emotionally naked to the wrong person, it it might make you feel worse than you ever were before you bared yourself out. I don't know if you have had that experience before. If you have had the experience before, you can let me know in the comment section. But I don't know if you have had that experience whereby you spoke up to someone, you told someone the way it is in your heart, how you are feeling, and your fears, your uncertainties, and every other thing, and the person, you know probably doesn't understand, and maybe tells you, why are you complaining? I've had that experience. Why are you complaining? You don't complain. You don't have to. So, please. No matter how much you want to bear your emotions out, you know, to someone, ensure that this person is worth it. Ensure that I will feel better when I do this without being criticized, without um without the person taking advantage of my vulnerability. You know, whatever it is that I spilled out is going to remain the way it is. So this is where professional counseling also helps, because at least your professional counselor is trained to keep whatever information you releases to him or her during your therapy sessions. Because in therapy sessions, certainly you have to be emotionally naked. You have to say it, your anger, your joy, your happiness, your fears, your uncertainties, and all of that. So you bear it out there. And if you can afford one, it would be good you go for a professional counseling. But if you cannot afford it, yet, it will also be okay for you to seek someone, look for somebody that when I say the way it is in me, when I bear this heart of mine, this whole emotions of mine, when I bear it out. I keep pointing here, but hey, it's still here. It's still your brain. So I'm pointing here, that's the heart. But it's still here. We all know now, right? Yes. So when I bear these emotions out, I'm not going to be judged. I'm not going to be criticized. I would rather be understood. I would rather be encouraged. I would rather be, even if the person doesn't have anything to offer you, but just that listening ear, just that audience, and that confidence that this person is going to keep this to themselves and not start saying it to every other person. It has a way of healing. So be intentional about who you become emotionally naked to, just like you are intentional about who you are physically naked to. And also try as much as you can to be emotionally naked at times, or sometimes, or when you have to, especially when there are a lot of weight in your heart, you have this burden and all of that. It comes There's healing that comes with it. So till next time, see you. I don't know if this resonates with you. This is just something quick that I can do for today.